Good morning, bestie. For those of you that have been asking for a 10-minute makeup routine, I'm going to give that to you today. I'm also going to do this in real time. I'm not going to do any edits to it. So I'm starting with the Thayer's Hydrating Milky Toner. This is also going to be a no foundation makeup routine, just because I've been getting that request a lot. A few things to note about this routine. It's probably not going to last for me all day. I mean, the makeup will stay on relatively fine, but like I'm going to have significantly less makeup on my face later in the day. I'm traveling today, and so that's okay with me because once I get to my destination, I'm going to take my makeup off and redo it anyway. All right, and then I'm going to go in with, I'm just going to go straight in with sunscreen. I'm going to use the CeraVe Skin Renewing Brightening Lotion. It's a moisturizer and a sunscreen, so I'm doing 2 in 1. This is SPF 30. And I'm just blending everything in with my hands. I'm trying to keep the amount of tools that I'm using super minimal, so I'm not going to be doing like my normal foundation routine where I spread my foundation all over my skin with my spatula brush. Like, I'm not doing all that. I'm keeping it very minimal, and I want to do this with no edits to prove that you can indeed do this with only 10 minutes. Okay. Skin prep is on. Skin looks like we can go ice skating on it. Even with only 2 skin prep products, I don't love that. Like, if I had a little bit more time, I would definitely do more skin prep. But like I said, this isn't gonna be like my makeup routine for a special occasion. It's just, I'm going out in public and I wanna look presentable. So I'm doing a little bit of makeup, but I'm not going too crazy. This is the ColourPop Brow Boss Brow Gel, the clear brow gel. This is a non-negotiable for me when I go literally outside. I need to have a little bit of brow gel in. So I'm just fluffing my brows up with this first. I like to do this step before complexion so this can get dry before I go in with my brow pencil. And I'll probably very lightly fill my brows in. Okay, this is not a drugstore product, but when I do a no foundation makeup routine, I love the Hourglass Vanish Concealer because it's full coverage, it's creamy, it lasts all day. I just really love this formula. This is the shade Silk. I could probably go a smidge darker because I do have a spray tan, obviously, but this is my favorite shade, so that's what we're using. And I'm just tapping this in with my Papa sponge. I'm just making sure that this is nice and blended out. I'm also gonna take a little bit onto my eyelid. I am gonna put cream bronzer like literally everywhere. So, this is essentially just to like color correct and brighten all in one. And I need to leave in 10 minutes, so we're at 3 minutes right now. We're doing great. I don't even think this is gonna take the entire 10 minutes, honestly. I'm just gonna be trying to find things to do. So do you see how that's just like brightened my complexion? I look a lot more awake. Also like to go over my lips a little. I look a little bit more lifted. We love that. Now we're going in with cream bronzer. I'm gonna use my Milani Cheek Cake, of course. And I'm gonna go ahead and start applying that everywhere that I wanna add warmth. So that's gonna be pretty much the perimeter of my face. Bronzer's a non-negotiable for me. I know that's been kind of a hot topic here over the past few days. I will not have bronzer on. It's just not gonna happen. I feel like my best version of myself when I look like I've been in the sun a little bit. I do naturally get tan. I just choose not to do that so that I don't get a ton of sun damage. Okay, so we're doing our bronzer down the nose. I literally just like run it down the nose and along the jawline. And I do this so that everything looks cohesive. I feel like if I just do this upper half of my face and not the lower half, like it doesn't look cohesive. And I'm just taking my time here to like blend out the edges so nothing is harsh. Everything looks nice and soft. And you can go back in with your sponge too over this, and I probably will in just a minute. And then let's go in with blush. Oh no, do I not have my blush? Let's use, okay, we'll use CoverGirl Pink Sprinkle. Oh wait, here it is. I want to use Nude Flush. This one's like pink, but it's not like super duper pink. Oh, Pepper's coming in. She's coming to say hi. And then I'm just gonna put this right over the top of my cheekbone and like where my concealer and my bronzer meet. And again, I'm applying this with a brush, but this is the same brush that I was just using. So far we've used a sponge and one brush, right? Yeah. Okay. Pepper, what are you doing down there? I think she's chewing up my tennis shoes. Oh, she decided to leave. She said it's boring in here. Mom is not paying her attention. She could care less. Okay, powder. I don't have my Blurfection powder sitting out, so I'm just gonna use the W7 one. That's not ideal. I wish I would have remembered to grab my Blurfection powder before I started, but I packed it in my makeup bag for this trip, so that's why it's not out. But this one is really nice too, and it's a good alternative if you can't find the Blurfection powder, and I know it's not available everywhere, so this is a nice one. Okay, and I'm just kind of taking down the shine in areas where I know I'm gonna get like super oily. We're at 6 minutes. We're doing great. All we have left to do is my brow and add a touch of eyeshadow. Oh yeah, that's what I meant to do. With the side of the brush that I used for bronzer, I'm just gonna like run that over my eyelids a little. Eyeshadow's done. I do still like to add a little tiny baby wing. I'm just taking down the shine in the center of my forehead a little bit, but I am gonna like add a little glow back in a second. Okay, let's do a little eyeshadow. Again, double-sided brush. I'm just gonna use my bronzer. I'm just gonna use a powder bronzer. This is the CoverGirl Skin Enhancer in the shade Honey Bun. I'm just putting that in my crease. Doesn't have to be anything super precise. So, Pepper, what are you doing down there, girl? And then with a little angled brush, I'm gonna just take a dark brown eyeshadow. This is the Toasty palette from ColourPop. Got a mirror. The ColourPop eyeshadow palettes don't have mirrors in them, and that makes me sad. I wish that they did. And I'm just gonna stamp this along my lash line. I have to do this step, or else I feel like my lashes look bare. Like they literally don't have anything on them. Oh, she's playing with an Ulta bag. So we're just gonna let her do that. So I'm sorry if you can hear that in the background. Okay, brown eyeliner shadow is on. Doesn't have to be anything too crazy. I just do like a little line, just so when I apply mascara, my lashes are a little bit fuller. Liner just helps to like really make your lashes look fuller. Okay, perfect. Lashes are gonna get a curl using my Shiseido eyelash curler. We're at 8 minutes. We have 2 minutes left, and all we have left to do is my lip, and that makes me very excited. Well, mascara and a lip, but mascara is gonna take 2 seconds. I'm gonna grab my mascara too. It's down here, so hold on. I'm gonna use the Essence Waterproof Lash Princess. I also have the L'Oreal Extensionist in the waterproof in my bag that I love. I'm really trying to get to the root of my lash. There we go. Pepper's now chewing on the cords to my light. I don't normally let her do that, but since I'm not pausing the video, we're just letting her be a menace right now. Okay, let's do a quick coat of mascara. This doesn't have to be anything too crazy. Obviously, you can spend more time here if you want to, but for me, my lashes are nothing to write home about, so I just throw a quick coat on and move on. Don't waste a lot of time here. Okay, 1 minute left. Our lip is gonna be super quick. We're doing a little bit of lip balm. This is the Vitamask Lip Butter Balm. What flavor? Frosted vanilla. So I just like to do this first as like a base. And then I'm going in with the L'Oreal Blur Filler. This is the Boot for the Road lip liner, and this one's in the shade Mocha Mousse. And I just feel like these blend a little bit better with a lip balm already on. So that's why I do this with lip balm. Okay, we've got about 30 seconds. Do setting spray, and we're done. Okay, there's our lip. Milani Makeup Last Moisture Boost. And we're done. That's the 10-minute glam. Okay, I love you, bestie. Bye.